Hey YouTube, FunXRS here. This is Jacob, and I'm going to be posting my updated Chaos Dragon build. I tried to post this video earlier, but I didn't notice that it was like 16 minutes. And I can only post videos that are 15. But I'll just get straight into it to speed it up. Alright, first I run standard 3 light pulsar. Don't be sad if you see this card go to 1 in the ban list. It's too busted. I'm just milking the deck as much as I can before September. 2 Dark Flare. Some people play 3, I play 2. I just think 2 is a perfect number. That's all I have to say about it. Clips. Grabs all your goodies when it gets removed. It's good with Dark Flare's ability to remove one from the grave. And then 2 Red MD. I was running 3. I'm only running 2 now. Just 3 I was drawing it too much when I wasn't needing it. And 2, I always get one to the graveyard with Future Fusion. Always mill one. Always have one in hand just in case. That's all I really have to say. Don't run 3. It's just too much. Dark Arm. Staple in the deck. This deck can just control its graveyard so fast. There's no reason why you should say that you're not running Dark Arm. Now for the light swords. I run 3 Lila. Lila kills back row, defissure, macro. Can't kill skill drain. I wish it could kill skill drain, but it can't. Just run 3 Lila, don't run 2. Some people run 2. 2's bad, 3's good. Raikou. Some people run 3, I run 2. I just think this card is too inconsistent to be playing 3. People just, when you set a card when you're using the Chaos Dragons, they basically know that it's a Raikou. And people usually see that you're running Chaos Dragons because you usually get Raikou with charge. It's just not good. Now for the real Chaos engine of the deck, besides the light ones. 3 Valor. Tried it at 2, wasn't getting in as much as I wanted to, but 3 is the perfect number. Now, 3 Guides. Guide is just way too good. Way too good. There's no reason you shouldn't be running tour guides. Don't have tour guides, don't build the deck. Now, tech number 1 from the new version is Tour Bus. This card is from my test plays. I did about 3 or 4 games with it so far because I just made this build at locals today. Tour Bus is good, not just because it returns the BLS or the Dark Arm you milled, or Chaos Sorcerer. It makes those dead mills good again. It makes, like, the Monster Reborn mill, that makes all those dead mills good again by sending this to the graveyard. And it also pops the Hornet in their graveyard back to their deck to get around the Inzectors, because Inzectors are very difficult to beat with dragons. We all know this. And then it pops back almost anything that's in their graveyard, puts that Treeborn back in the deck, because if you face in Monarchs, the Treeborn is just too annoying. I have not faced Monarchs yet, but that's just one of the things I thought of. Once again, wasn't running it before, now I am. There's just too many targets you can actually get in the new build, so that's why I'm running Sangan. Chaos Monsters, 2 Chaos Sorcerer. Must, some people run 1, I run 2. I just like seeing this card a lot, so I run 2. Blackluster Soldier. If you don't have this card, do not build this deck. Do not even think about building this deck unless you have Blackluster Soldier, because without Blackluster Soldier, this deck would not be good. It would not be good. Singles, Gores. Tag number 2, Plague Spreader Zombie. I'm running Plague Spreader because it makes that dead Chaos Sorcerer that you just removed your card with good again, because you got this sitting in grave. Just sink off into an 8-star with it. And then Card Trooper. Don't really like this card makes missed timings happen a lot easier. But I like how I get to draw. That's the only reason I'm running it. Every time I use this effect, I milk crap. Alright. 3 recharge. Step 2, I run 3. I run 3 because the 1, it just makes it easier to decide, because you always need to take out a solar recharge. Because you do not need these cards. People just use them for consistent draws. And 3 is just too much in the main deck. But I like to see this card often early game. That's why I play 3. So if you're starting, side out one of these. But I would suggest playing 3 just for that reason. 1 charge. Too good. Just run it. Future Fusion. Getting banned. I just know it's getting banned. Because Konami hates heroes. I think the real reason why Konami's going to hit this is because of heroes and all the shenanigans they can play. Because if you played heroes on Dueling Network, they will beat the fuck out of you with this card. Lure, draws, lance, protection monsters. Book of Moon, I run the Book of Moon over the second lance because if I'm facing Rabbit, I just want to ensure my win by booking their Dolka or their Lagia rather than having an extra lance. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn. I really feel like Monster Reborn doesn't need to be in the game. It's not too broken, it's just we don't need it right now. We can get back stuff too easily. We don't need this Konami, just take it out of the game. I'm not saying that because I think it's busted or anything. I'm saying that because we have 3 Kalahanids. We can bring back stuff easier. This deck has Light Pulsar. It just doesn't need to be in the game. Now for the extra. Rank 3s are necessary since we're running so many tour guides. Levier. You remove a lot, get your Lilos back, and get your tour bus back if you remove it. It's pretty good. Acid Golem, 3k beater. Levier, or Leviathan I mean. Bring it out, detach, bait out Valor, remove Red MD, Light Pulsar, pretty good plays. Giga Brilliant, I feel like Giga Brilliant is too good not to run, honestly, because it makes all your scary beaters even stronger, and there's nothing scarier than looking down the field at a 28 Light Pulsar Dragon. I run this just because I don't have Zenmans to laugh at me, but this card is pretty good, honestly, because I can usually end up hitting them for 8k, or, not 8k, 800 or 12. Like, the most I've ever hit someone with was 12 with this card, but I usually can end up hitting 600 or 800 prior to the attack, and since he's 19, he's just so good, actually. Like, this is a really underestimated card. I feel like it's pretty good in this deck, at least. Photon Pella, I don't even want to pronounce that. It's one of the best rank 4s. Should have been a secret, in my opinion. Maestro. It's not much to say about this guy. He's good when I summon him, but otherwise, you could replace him for something like that dragon rank 4. I want to use him. Gemini Pearl, gonna replace him for the dragon rank 4 to bring back dragons and stuff like that. But Gemini Pearl is a good beater. It helps me when I bring it out. Utopia, staple rank 4 in my opinion, is one of the cards that's been run in I think everyone runs at least one in extra deck. Aegis, Tiras. I run, you would say, Jake, why do you run these guys? But they've helped me win the game when I summon this. I summoned this against TGs, and they had Torrential, Bottomless, and Mirror Force. Dead cards when you summon out him. Aegis summoned it against Samurais, knocked over their Shion, his ability. Both got me the win. because I summoned it. Exhibido. It's a built-in scrap dragon effect. Along with his gaining, works really well with Red MD or Dark Arm, that dead Dark Arm within the graveyard. That's all I have to say, and the fact that Scrap Dragon is just busted. Tech number 4, good with Plague Spreader. I love this card that I can go Plague Spreader, Dead Chaos Sorcerer into this. Send like a Zenmaines to the graveyard, or a pesky like D-Fissure or whatever. Oh, not D-Fissure. I was thinking of the other one. But like, I can just destroy stupid monsters with this guy, and then since he's a level 8 Dark Dragon, he comes out with Light Pulsar. There's no summoning condition for him, and he comes out with Red MD. It's just too good. It's one of the reasons why I run Plague. Colossal, replacing Colossal with Dark Void Dragon, or Dark Ogre Void Dragon, I don't know what it's called. And then 5-headed staple and dragons. I'll quickly go over the side. 2 Reliquary, 2 Chain Disappearance, Basics, hits Insectors and Rabbits. MST to get rid of the macros and D-Fissures. Prohibition, good against the Rabbit matchup. And then, sorry for that burp, excuse me. And it's good for anything you know outside D-Fissure and macro. Maxi, running 1. Good against the wind-up matchup. This deck isn't bad against wind-ups, it's just not as consistent. That's really all I have to say. And the 1 really helps you do that extra push, because after they get rid of your whole hand, they usually have like 2 cards left. This deck can work with the 2 cards that you have left, plus you're drawing 1. So this deck, after you set, they usually hit at least 1 light and 1 dark from your hand when they do the loop, and you have such a consistent top deck ability with this deck that you don't need to be playing 2. 1 Victoria for the mirror match, better than Electric Virus, but Electric Virus is more viable because this wastes a normal summon. This is a hand trap. It's good against Machinas, and it's good against mirror match. There's a lot of machine decks running around at my locals. And 2 Doomkill. I mained these in my last deck, but I'm only siding them just because I want to do some testing. But that's it, guys. I just want you to comment on what you like about the deck, what you like about the text. Comment telling me if my idea of running Plague Spreader is pretty good, my tech with the dark, or with the tour bus, my tech with the submersible carrier shark thing is good. I want you to like this video so all your friends can see it, and then subscribe to the channel. I will be posting a Batteryman Thunder build deck as my fun deck, and I'm sure when I'm at my locals I'll get some other fun decks to show you from some of the people there. But that's it. Just rate, comment, subscribe, like the videos, and thank you.